Hello, my name is Larry Lahr. I'm City Administrator in Cold Spring, and I'm talking today on Digilog about a TIF project that is being considered by the Council next week. The project that we're going to be talking about at the Council meeting is known as the Sherman Retail TIF project, and it involves the demolition of two houses right east across the street from City Hall, property that is owned by DLB Associates, Dale and Lynn Sherman. And the city has given preliminary approval to their plan to receive TIF assistance for the project. And the public hearing and probably the final decision on that project is coming up on Wednesday, April 29th at 7 o'clock in the evening. The public is invited to attend. Just a few details about the project. There is proposed to be roughly $176,000 of assistance that is going to the developers to fund redevelopment costs. In addition to that, the city is paying interest because of the fact that it takes us 25 years to make that amount of payment to them at the rate of 6.5%. And so really the total balance that will be paid over the next 25 years is $419,000. And again, it'll take 25 years to get that amount of assistance. Essentially, a tax increment financing district is a decision that is made by the City Council to establish a project area that involves either a new development or a redevelopment, as is the case in Cold Spring Granite Company's project. And essentially what is happening is the tax dollars that are generated from that property before that project occurs continue to go to the three local units of government that have been receiving those taxes prior to that project. But as the new property or new project or new buildings are constructed, of course the property value increases just as though you were adding a garage onto your residential lot. And it is the new value that is then captured as an increment, and the tax revenue associated with that goes back to fund that project. The public certainly will have a chance at the public hearing to give their input. This story has been in the Cold Spring record for some time, been talked about actually at council meetings for quite some time, so a lot of the discussion has already occurred, but nevertheless the council does really welcome input, and in this case it could be both related to the specific proposal to give TIF to this project, but as much so at least the council would take to heart, I'm sure, any comments that the public has regarding this project when they're making similar decisions on future TIF requests. And then one final comment on the project. The developer is proposing that the project would start sometime during the summer months. At one time they thought even as early as May. And of course there are some details they have to work out on their end before they intend to start construction. But we do expect to see that building go up in 2009.
Hi, this is Dan Coughlin, City Administrator for the City of Richmond with the Richmond Update. A few things that are on the calendar coming up here fairly soon. One is that dog license renewals, it's that time of year again. Please have your dog's shots updated and your registration logged here with the City Hall. If you get your registration in before May 1st, which is the deadline, the licenses are $10 per dog. After May 1st, it jumps to $20 per dog. And this year we're going to actually be watching quite a bit for dogs that have been unlicensed. If you're caught with an unlicensed dog, the fine is actually $75. So it's much cheaper to get your dog licenses now rather than to have us have to track you down and force you to do it. And we don't like doing that, so we'd like for you to do it for us, and we appreciate your patience with that. A couple of other items. We have 2 cleanup days coming. One is the All-City Cleanup Day that's co-sponsored by the City of Richmond and the Richmond Civic and Commerce Organization, and that will be Saturday, May 2nd from 8 a.m. until noon. And we'll have a variety of dumpsters and things there. We'll be taking in things like furniture and old computers and TVs and junk and garbage. So if you're doing your spring cleaning, that's the time to bring it in. The only thing we're not accepting that day is hazardous waste, old oil and paints and herbicides and things of that nature that you want to get rid of. For whatever reason, Stearns County just couldn't coordinate their hazardous waste pickup with our cleanup day. So their date is actually going to be May 13th, which is a Wednesday, from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. On that day. And you can bring in all of your hazardous waste, old car batteries and tires and things like that on that particular day. If you got any questions whatsoever on any of these things, feel free to give us a call here at Richmond City Hall, 597-2075. With that, that's the Richmond Update for this week. Join us again soon. Thank you.